Oh, okay, that's weird. Happened here? Is this the right screen? Oh, that went right to that. All right. All right. I had this on a screen, thought I was doing well, but clearly not. So, kind of in an odd spot here in my little neck of Canada. It is Thanksgiving weekend, and our lunch was so late that it's an early dinner, so thought I'd get it a quick drawing. So today's prompt is from the Tic Toc Tober or Tic Toc Tober list, and it is horror today. So there we are, and it's going to again be on one of these comic strip, as I have a bunch of these. And turn the chat overlay on. There. And I've already done I figured out how to get the comments on back on YouTube. And there we go. So I opted to, and this is a weird one for me because I'm not really a big horror guy. So, but I'm going to attempt anyway. So I'm working on a couple of references here. Freddy holding, this might be a little ambitious, especially for a post post lunch pre-dinner kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of overlapping here. So Freddy's got a hostage. If I remember, apparently everyone dressed in 90s back in the day. So I'm going to take one part, the reference I have here, and one part, the reference I have here, and hopefully do something a little different. So, because again, I'm working with a long, narrow piece of paper, and I'm going to try to keep, I think you can see in here, but I do have a bit of a border. Maybe not be as skimpy with the 90 here. Just because, again, I'm not super familiar with, I didn't watch a lot of this because, again, horror is not my not my genre. My focus is going to be on this hand. I'm going to put a little bit more fright in this. So nice. as I'm doing a lot of back and forth, just kind of figuring out I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper here. There we go. Sketch I did a while ago that I've been meaning to put over to a larger board. So sometimes what I do with the piece of extra paper here, if I know I'm going over, I try to figure out so just really try to, maybe I don't need to have the eye that big, but I will. Okay, that works a little better. So get my Freddy. Because the other thing I don't like drawing is hats. Oh, cool. I actually managed to get most of the fedora in the border. Cool. Not very often I do that. Well, the top part. We're not going to count the bottom part here. But I am finding that the big upside of drawing someone like Freddy Krueger is actually even though I haven't drawn a lot of Freddy Krueger, one thing character I have drawn over time is Spawn. So, let's see what I can. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a different view, see if I can get the stripes on the sweater proper. Probably won't, but I think I've gotten this. So I had a generous 10-minute countdown, followed by another 10 minutes of drawing. And I'll have to find a French curve at some point to get these. Sorry, I'm actually checking if there is anything or anyone out there. Probably not. It is a holiday Sunday. Get my reference back for Freddy. Not on Instagram. Okay, well, not in the shadow, so. And he's got some pretty messed up teeth, so we'll give him some pretty messed up. I don't know how long I'm going to. These are some rotted chiclets. I don't know how much I can get away with doing on the pencil or how much I can get away with the ink. I think the most I'm going to do on the pencil at the very least is try to clean up this so I know what I'm. Alright, I have a few drawings I have to finish here. Trying to find where my French curve went off to. Oh, here we are. Ha! Let's get Freddy back. As much as I like the hostage, Freddy is the main. I'm going to. Getting their finger here and again. So funny. I think I'm going to have to replace the blade on this sharpener soon. Let's kind of clean up in there. Actually get in with my fine eraser here and so it looks like by the it's not just the top of the claws here, knives, sorry, claws. I don't know. That's the other reason why I'm not sure why I have issues with drawing Freddy Krueger. Probably the most technical thing I've done. Tomorrow's prompt is shaping up to be way more fun. I'm just trying to think if I want to attack this with regular ink or my sepia ink. You know what, my regular ink should be fine. You know what, I'll actually have, this will be the part where I have stick out of the border here. Oh, and I just messed something up here. What did I mess up? Oh, yep. I did screw something up. That's all right. Didn't get the hair here. You know, I'll worry about the rest of the outline before I worry about the rendering. Or what I pass off as rendering. Now this is kind of funny. I went to all the trouble. Well, I can't say trouble really. All the... I don't even know what to say anymore. Went ahead and got my French curve, and then didn't use it for the ink part. I am really deviating from my pencil lines here. But I guess it's one thing that is the upside when I am my own inker. Yeah, that fits the shoulder better. Get my pen back again. And I've never, this is one of the, wow, I am exposing a lot of my flaws here. There. Just before I get to the border, I will, a little bit. And I'll probably have to white out the claws here that I went out of the border for. Something isn't right. All right, there we go. Make sure I have that shoulder sticking out here. And let's differentiate better. There. I'm not sure if I've got this right, but I'm at a point of no return now. Alright, and this reference, one reference I have, Freddy's sleeve, is kind of going over the glove a bit, which actually makes what I'm drawing here a little easier. Right, so again, I will go over the border here. There it is. So I've been at this solid half hour now. There. His hat's going to be a little weird, because I can't draw hats. I will work on that. And since the reference I'm using, she kind of has a little bit of red to her hair. And you know what? I'm not liking this nose here, so I'll shorten that. I'm really hoping I've got the look of tear here. So let's get a little bit of the shadow under here and here. And then because the hand is a little more in the way of the pajama, I won't be able to get any of the nifty I actually got people watching. If there's anyone out there, please chime in. I'd hate to think I'm talking pure gibberish. So, alright. If not, that's alright too. So I'm going to finish the hand here. Again, I'm not great with photorealism, and I am deviating a fair bit from this. Get a smaller. There. Sorry, I'm multitasking. See if any of that works. Once again, I'm kind of really deviating from make that a little higher cut there. I might actually stop with the inking a little bit and kind of let the colors do some... Actually, no, not yet. I still have teeth to kind of... This is why I am thankful that my employer, when I'm not doing this, gives me a dental plan, just so I don't have teeth like this. Jeez. Now I'm going to start doing some erasing and then some coloring to maybe let some of that do the lifting. But first, there. Hoping enough of this is dried off, enough this ink is dried off enough. I can erase without incident. Hoping what I've done right here is it's still the sense of... Oh, I can tell you one thing I did wrong already was erase that so hard that I've crinkled the freaking paper. Great. Alright, nothing I'm too far in to change this now. did crinkle that. Alright, so now that I've seen what I have erased away,
we couldn't decide.
so,
You can decide.
trying to figure out what to make the pajama here. Get the dark part usually. I might throw in a very light color over the pajama just to see if I can differentiate between that and the claws here. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what kind of, you know what? Already done a bit of a cool gray with that, so I'll do a cooler color. What have I got for a cooler? I'll come back out here in a sec, but yeah, I'm thinking maybe a very light purple. Maybe a blue. I'm gonna do a blue violet or more of a violet. You know, I will do a blue violet because blue is at least a little. Let me get the blue violet instead of grabbing freaking blue. Blue violet. Alright, here we go. So I don't have anything in my sketch, classic, or wide that's going to be light enough for what I want to do. Or apparently that is darker than I want. Should have tested that. Oh well. I've already been at this almost an hour. So I'm not going to waste any time, redraw this. Anything, realize I made that one fucking finger a little too thick. But maybe I'll just see if I can fix this and add. Maybe not. I should start with the brush. You know what, before I keep screwing up, I can actually Freddy Krueger's face here is mainly just not really a flesh tone. It's kind of a warm gray, so I can actually get a base coat of my W3. That can get the teeth in there too. Five. Got my Freddy reference here. I don't know if I'm going to get exactly what I'm going for here. Probably not. Get some 7 in for some of the darker bits here. Get at least the big burn there. Now for, let's see, that is a bit of a darker red. And while I'm putting that away, I'm remembering that I forgot to blacken in this piece right here. Time is it? It is 6:30. Yeah, this is going way later than I was intending, but alright. So I'm not going to have much left. I'm going to have hostages, flesh tones, hair, and the glove. Okay, and let's see how much. This is a little bit different. I usually go the lower end, kind of working my way darker. But I know some shades are going to be here. I'm going to go with a darker flesh tone this time. Again, my reference has a darker skin tone, so do that. And put that back. E04. Let's. I'm not going to try to do much for makeup. Okay. It looks like more of a red violet. Let's see. This is not quite a natural hair color, but I am digging the violet, like the red violet kind of look. So it's 2024. Our hair color can be whatever we choose. Let's Alright, so that is, I don't think I'm gonna get that to a little to more of a natural shades there, because I don't want to have the hair blend too much with the costume. And this is the downside of me being colorblind. All right, so the I will start with an N4 for the glove here. It's going to be I can always darken up a little bit, and I've got ways to brighten up some stuff as well. Tell I don't draw this sort of thing very often. And then, oh, I have to get the filigree in the nightgown. I wonder. Like, is this kind of nightgown actually a preference? Or is this kind of gratuitous horror stuff? God, this glove is annoying. I will have to practice this a lot. Right. And 5. Okay, and now I'm going to I think I have an idea for this top part of the nightgown. Biggest idea first is to erase that away. I will put some of my colors back. I don't think anyone's watching anyway, so let's see, is this it's red. Alright, there we go. Red violet. There. The lower part of my okay, it's not going to match the tone, but I've already darkened up this nightgown anyway, so. And what kind of eye color am I going to put on? Do I have a reference for eye color here. I'll make it you know what? My drawing, I will do a green. Actually, no, Freddy's eyes are in this weird green. Hazelnut. Her eyes will be more of a hazel. There, and then do the darken up the irises here. Because in about a minute, I'm going to get in my Posca pen here. And a little more wrinkle here, and then I will add. And what color is that fedora? It looks like kind of a dark greeny. I'm going to treat it as dark greeny. There's too many earth tones on here, and I need to. What we got here? Those are green, so I'll find like a mossy green and kind of do that with the hat. Actually, a grayish green is perfect. There we go. And then what I'll do is maybe overlay that with a gray so it's not so a little more muted, but I didn't want this to be like an earth tone or a brown. Too many warm tones on Freddy as is. So there we go. And then I will overlay a neutral 6 over top. That should, I hope, get the not quite. Oh well. I think I overpowered the green there. Give that a second to dry. Maybe go over one more coat of grayish green. Did I just lose my grayish green? I think I did. Uh-oh. Oh, grayish olive. That's one thing. If always fun about my posts is they are not organized. All right, there we go. That is what I'm going for. So note to self, always do the grays first and then add the color overlay. All right, now what kind of background color do I want here? Let's look at all my Freddy references. That is not helpful. That is not helpful in the slightest. All right, what color is... Okay, nothing in here is helpful to me. I will go with a purple. Might get in with a different marker to darken that a little bit, but I feel like if in doubt, purple. So maybe after the purple there, this has been an hour and 15 minutes. Good Lord. All right, you know what? I think, yeah, this is not horrible, but not my favorite pieces. So I think I'm going to do a border on it and then kind of call it. Really sorry about the view here. And again, I am working with blue lines. I don't know how well my camera picks them up. Alright. I'm just going to go right down here because this is past the border that I didn't want to do. This is past the border I did want to do, so... I'm just going to pop out Freddy right here. I'll even pop him out of this border right here. Actually, this part kind of works out for me. I don't have to pop out the hostage. And I'll see if there's any other correcting I need to do. I'm going to white out this part. There we go. And while that dries, just maybe there. And you know what, maybe I'll add a little bit of let's see if I can add a little bit more shading here. This is out of my there. This didn't turn out to be my greatest piece, but it is done. Today is Tic Toc Tober, horror, and this reminds me how I should probably either do more horror themed stuff or at the very least practice some of the stuff around it so it's not such a hot mess. Alright, and at a staggering hour and a half, I am going to wrap this up. Anyone that plans on checking this out a little bit later, thank you very much. For those that, if there's anyone that's been on that just wanted to sit and chill and watch in privacy, thank you very much for stopping in. For those that are planning on checking this out later, thank you very much again. I'll be posting the finished piece on my social media, Instagram and whatnot soon. All right, for all you Canadian fans, or fans, all my Canadian viewers, or anyone Canada, hopefully your Thanksgiving weekend is going well. For my American friends, enjoy your weekend. I guess it's Columbus Day for you guys. I'm not